Hello and welcome to a new tutorial video. In this video, let us keep talking about invoicing and payment. You know that it's possible to invoice a client's contact instead of a client. This can be used when a client is a minor or disabled, or in other instances when the contact is taking the responsibility of paying for the client's services. So let's have a look at how you can manage this using Xandr features. Let us start with a refresher. Let's create a contact profile for our payee. We'll go into People, Add, select Contact, and enter the brief information about this person. Once you've entered that information, click Next to create the contact profile. Once you've created the contact profile, let's connect it with their client. Let's do a quick search for our client. And in the client profile, let's go to the Contacts menu and click Add New Contact. Search for that existing contact profile you created and save it. The client now is connected with the contact profile. And now let's go into the billing section of a client and select Billing Setup. Here at the top, let's select Bill to Contacts and select the contact profile we connected with this client and save the changes. Let's create an appointment for our client. Select a service to generate an invoice and click Save. Now, if we click this pencil icon, just to have a look at this invoice settings, we will see that it's set to be payable by the contact. That's it. That's how you assign billing to the contact of a certain client. Besides making a contact a default payee for a client, it's possible to assign only one invoice of a client to be paid by the contact. So this is how it can be done. Find the appointment or the invoice that was created for your client. Click to open the Edit Invoice page, and in the Payable By section, select Contact instead of a client and save. This is how you reassigned the invoice to be paid by a contact of a client and not by the client themselves whenever it's necessary for a one-off invoice. Now let us talk payments. As the invoice is billed to the contact, let's have a look at how system will behave when we add a payment to that invoice. You just open the panel on the side, click Payment Method, and select what method was used to pay for this invoice, and save the changes. There you go, the invoice has been paid. Let us now have a look at how these invoices and payments are recorded in your Xandr account. First of all, let's go into the client profile and go into Billing Invoices page. So here you will see a list of invoices generated for this client, and in the invoices list you will see the information about this invoice. What interests us here in particular is the Payable By column, and you can see that the name of a contact person. It's not the client, so it immediately tells you that these invoices are paid by a contact or another person, not by the client themselves. Now, if we jump into the Payments page, we won't see anything here. And why is that? It's because the payment is recorded in the profile of the payee. And payee in this case is our contact, not the client. Let's go into that contact profile. We have two ways of doing that. We can use the quick search and jump into the contact profile. Or if we are in the client profile, let's click Profile Contacts. Let's open the connected contact and just click View Contacts Full Profile here at the bottom. It opens the contact profile for you. If you go into the Billing Invoices page, you'll see the list of those invoices that were generated for the client and are payable by our contact with that information here. And also if we click into Payments, this is where you will see the payment that you collected from the contact. And if you click it, you'll see a bit more information about when it was received, how it was paid, and which invoice it was allocated to. Another little tip for you: if you are using Stripe integration for collecting payments online and the contact is set up as a default payee for the client and they agreed to use their credit card details or bank card details for processing those payments, you will be adding and saving the card details in the contact profile because they are the payee. And you'll just go into billing setup, click add card and enter the information that the contact provided you. Or if you are processing the first invoice payment, the invoice is billed to the contact and you'll be entering the card details. Those details will be saved in your Stripe account through the contact profile because they are the payee of that invoice. And this is how you set up and manage billing to clients' contacts. I hope you found this useful and I will see you another time.